Boom! Here we are, season 8, episode 4. I know it's March and we're only on episode 4. We're living life, and we do it when we can. I can't. I'm not making. Am I making excuses?
Yes, you
I
are.
feel like I'm making excuses.
You're talking.
But we're bringing some great stuff to you, and here's why I'm telling you this. The reason we didn't do a show, at least last week, we were in jolly old London, my friends. Yeah, right? Cheerio.
Cheerio.
Cheerio. Jolly old London. So what did we bring back for you? Martinis. Yeah. Yeah, Shelby's face just lit up because, again,
I don't even know what's the drink tonight.
She doesn't know what to drink. She doesn't care what to drink is. So it's a lot of fun because we just wing it. We just wing it. But tonight I'm bringing you from London a martini because I was like, I got to do a cocktail in tribute of. I mean, so what? Just come, people, come on. Blue Monkey Quarantina, only business, monkey business, and martini business.
The producer wants in.
Yeah, right. Here we go. Did we ever get the new Blue Monkey there? Look at that. There it is. All right, folks, let's make a martini. Oh,
Ooh, nope. Did I mess up cameras?
you did. You didn't hit camera 1 on the board. Mike. Other Mike. Nope.
Which one?
Yep.
Yeah, and then here.
Yeah. Turn it. Okay. Turn the other one off.
Got it.
All right. Wow. Man, take somebody to London. They forgot how to use their own production equipment, and our camera's not there.
Yeah, so I don't know why.
Hit the green. Oh boy.
But you're on.
Nope.
Yeah, you're on.
That's what's. All right, people.
See what happens when we don't come.
There.
Okay, thank you.
Oh boy.
Where?
Yeah.
I see you.
All right. Can we try again?
Yeah, you want to just go back outside?
Yeah. Let's start over. Sorry, we're running late. We were having a nice little steak dinner with the kids, right?
Yep. Life.
Life. Here it is, folks. So, as I was saying, recent trip to London, and what we tried to do, we weren't there that long, so we decided we were going to do a martini bar a day. Well, I know it's working because I can hear it. So we did a martini bar a day. Some of them fancy, some not. We had a martini at our own place. What was the hotel we stayed at again? The Gore.
The Gore.
But they have a fancy bar there.
Yes, they do.
Which I can't remember the name of. It's a number, a year.
Yeah.
Claim to fame for them is it's where the Rolling Stones actually did after they did a party there.
Album release.
And they loved it so much they actually did the cover of one of their albums was at the Gore. The Gore actually now produce their own vodka and gin, which we may or may not have brought home, which is not being used tonight.
No.
Anyway, so we did that one. We obviously went to Duke's. We always go to Duke's. If you've never not been to Duke's, Duke's is amazing. What's wrong?
Nothing.
And then we also went to the Connaught.
No, we did not. We went to the Hawksmoor. Connaught was the only one that
we did not make the Connaught. We did Hawksmoor.
We could not.
We cannot get in the Connaught. We cannot get in the Connaught.
We could not fit Connaught in.
And I cannot going to go back to Hawksmoor. Sorry, Hawksmoor. Wasn't great, but it's okay. Here we are. So while we were there, we obviously drank a lot of martinis, and I thought, you know what, let's do a shout out. And tonight I'm going to go and I'm going to make the 50-50 martini. And the reason I want to do the 50-50 is it's getting some fresh legs. It's getting some fresh play because we've kind of gone full circle on martinis. So we're going back to what is more proper. Can I just say right? Well, no. Look, I'm going to keep this in order. So let's do this. So, um, and again, Duke's still one of my favorite. That's the one. In case you're wondering how famous it is, Ian Fleming. That's where he used to go. Ian Fleming, James Bond writer. Yeah, before World War II, Ian Fleming used to hang out at Duke's Bar, and that is where he coined the phrase "shaken not stirred." It was there, and I can tell you, going to Duke's, they don't shake. Actually, they don't even stir.
No.
They
They
pour them
pour.
right. They just pour. It is a heavy pour, and it's funny because they still stand behind their. You can only have two martinis there. That's the rule.
So
It,
apparently, Ian, this was before Ian. They instituted that after Ian.
Yes, and what's funny, we saw it actually go happen when we're there. This is if you've never been to Duke's, Duke's is a tiny bar. It's hell, it's not much damn bigger than this.
Maybe two quarantine.
All right, it's a little bit bigger, but we were there and there was a table in the corner, and this guy's like, "Hey, I'm gonna try this martini," and the guy's like, "Well, I'm sorry, you've already had two. You can't have another martini." He's like, "You can have anything else on the menu, but you cannot have a martini." And he's like, "Oh, well, then how about my wife gets it?" And he's like, "No, if your wife orders it, then your wife will have to drink it, sir." And then they ended up leaving. But they really do hold fast to that rule. Um, Random note, and then I promise I'll get to the drink. They have a beautiful menu, and one of the things is they have some old classic cocktails on their menu. Shelby, what was on there? You know which one was on there? The bull.
Oh yes.
Yeah, they had a beef consomme
Oh yeah.
cocktail on the menu, which I've made, and it was here.
Yes.
Chubby loves it.
No, she
We
does
have it
not.
every Thanksgiving.
No,
No,
we
we
do
don't.
not.
Not at all.
It's an abomination in a glass.
Oh, delicious.
It is not. If it was delicious, you would have made it for yourself at some point.
I've never made it again.
Correct.
So, and we did not have it there. So, let's do this. I'm going to give you a short, quick snippet of martini history. Number one, 1887 is where it all began. Most people attribute to Jerry Thomas, who created the Martinez. Basically, that was Old Tom Gin, and it was actually sweet vermouth, the red one, and then maraschino liqueur, and and then some bitters. And that was the original what people think martini was. There's a whole story about it. It was made in the bar. Uh, some guy going to had just come back from Martinez, California, and struck gold. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That was what we considered the very first martini. Fast forward to 1900, Harry Johnson basically creates the Marguerite. The Marguerite is Plymouth gin, right? And it is now dry, the white vermouth, and then some bitters, and that was considered the beginnings of the martini as well. By the 1900s, we have dropped the word Martinez, we have dropped Marguerite, and we are now calling it the martini. Now, what happens though now is we start changing the recipe and we start going to this, what we'll call drier recipes. Here's the part that a lot of people don't realize though, is the reason we started getting rid of vermouth. This is in the early 1900s, and we start getting to these kind of weird ratios. And the reason we did that was because of prohibition. See, during Prohibition, we had tons of gin. What we couldn't get anymore was vermouth. So, because vermouth was so hard to get during Prohibition, we started making, quote, drier ones, and it was basic just gin. Side note, anybody that goes out and orders a vodka martini and says, the hold the vermouth, you're not ordering a martini. You're ordering basically a cold shot of vodka. That's fine. Don't call it a martini. That was my public service announcement for the evening. So, fast forward to the late 1900s. Now we're really getting into some crazy dry recipes. You have a 4-to-1 martini. You have a 6-1, and then the best one. There's actually a martini called the Montgomery, and it was 15 parts gin to 1 part vermouth. But we're getting rid of all that now because thank you to the cocktail revival in 2000s, we are now starting to see a more purist back to what was really a martini. And that leads us to the 50-50 martini. The 50-50 martini is a classic martini. This really does go back to Harry Johnson when he started making it. And the original recipes, it was basically equal parts gin to vermouth. Great, classic, easy cocktail. And that's what we're going to do. For God's sakes, Paul, can you make it? Yeah. Now, here's the other thing I'm doing tonight. I know normally, Shelby, what do I do with all my martinis? Shake. I'm going to stir it tonight, and here's why. Purists will say that it is supposed to be a stirred drink. Now, I will tell you this: if you go to um, Duke's, they freeze all of their liquor. So when it comes out, bottles are just covered with frost. Yes, they are. And they are deliciously cold, and they pour it right in a glass. So we're going to go 1.5 ounces of gin. Plymouth gin. This is the original. This is what we were using back in for Harry Johnson when we were doing the martinis, the Martinez. Marguerite, I apologize. Then get some vermouth. Folks, here's the fun thing too. This is what's going on in the LeMaster's house. We keep buying new varietals of vermouth. So there are a lot of vineyards now that are creating their own vermouth. They're great. They've got some nice spice. They've got herbs in them. This is Ransom Dry Vermouth. So Ransom wine. So, I mean, nice and equal parts. Here's the other thing, fun thing about a 50-50 martini. If you do a straight up martini, which we do a lot in this house, it is a hard hit. It's pure alcohol.
Glad I didn't ask Dawn for dinner.
And the beauty of this is you're cutting the alcohol level, so it's a lighter drink. So equal parts. Another 1.5 ounces, one for me, one for Shelby.
Was this the one that Julia Child played?
Maybe. I think. So now we're stirring. Oh wait, orange bitters. Just no. one to 2 dashes. So do a couple, and then we're going to stir. Hold. With my little shovel. So why stir? Why shake? Shake. If you shake it, it does create a colder, quicker drink. But many people believe it bruises the gin because of the shaking. And what happens, it not only dilutes it more, but because of the shaking, you end up creating what we call, you make it skate. So you actually end up with ice in it. So not only is it diluted, you also have ice in there, which is delicious. Delicious.
Your wife likes a nice skating rink.
Or people hate it. Speaking, I could have done this to help. So we'll give this a stir. We'll get it nice. We'll get it chilled. I'm going to call that good. Give this a little. Give this a little. Boom, done. And then we're just going to come in here and strain. The other thing too is if you want a beautiful, clear martini, you stir. If you don't care what it looks like, then you can shake. Right? I know I normally throw emergency seeing everything. I'm going to do a sidecar of that because I'm not messing this up. That is a gorgeous looking cocktail right there. Then, oh, I can do this. I meant to bring down the True is a lemon twist. We want to try to hold. There we go. So we're going to just give it a little That little classic 50-50 martini. Let's see how this is. Come on. Oh, yes. Shelby, you're going to love this one. Cheers.
Cheers.
Look at that. Just gorgeous, right?
Very pretty.
Hmm?
That's
So,
lovely.
so here's the thing. Normally we're vodka martini drinkers. Well, with this, that gin, it just really pairs really nicely. That herbal floral side of the vermouth really cuts that botanical strong spice of the gin. I mean, that's a perfect drink. Lower alcohol count, so I mean it's damn near healthy, is what it is. Um, so the other thing, back to whether you shake or stir. Since we were in London, there's a British novelist by the name of Somerset Maugham. Anyway, he declared that martinis should always be stirred, not shaken, so that the molecules lie sensuously on top of one another. Yeah. So that was his take. But here's the other thing, and that's what I love. Remember I mentioned that Montgomery cocktail, the Montgomery. So that was actually my hero, Ernest Hemingway's favorite martini. It was a Montgomery. It was named after World War II British Field Marshal. So we're still in Britain. We're living it up. Bernard Montgomery. He thought his odds of winning were about 15-1, and then they made the cocktail after him. And that's how he liked his cocktails. 15 parts gin to 1 part vermouth. But I'll tell you, the 50-50.
This is very balanced.
So this other names, 50-50. Some will call it I'm going to get this, moitié, which is French for half. Moitié. You buying it?
Sure.
It's good. Now, don't get this confused. This is not a perfect martini. A perfect martini is when you use equal parts of white, dry, and sweet vermouth. Which I'm not a big fan.
No.
Not a big fan. I think that's the one we did with Julia Child.
No, it didn't have. But I liked that one a lot. That for a while that became my new favorite.
I know what it was.
Was it the upside down?
It was. It was the upside down or the reverse. And that's where you actually do, like, it was 3 parts vermouth, 1 part.
Yeah.
It was 2-1, actually. 2 parts vermouth, 1 part gin.
Yeah, that one's very
So
good.
even more. But I like this 50-50.
I do, sir. And I like it with the gin.
Yeah. So this is again, thank you to the cocktail revelation.
You can taste the botanical.
Yeah.
It's not so harsh.
This is sophisticated. You know? You can also do a dirty 50-50. This is where it starts getting a little, I don't want too many, because then this is also known as a wet martini. So you can have a dirty, wet martini. Just have a drink, people. Get your mind out of the gutters. All right, there we are. Are we happy with what we brought back from London?
I think we are.
Yeah, we'll have to pull out the vodka, though, just to share. But yeah, this is a great way. Loving this. So, cheers to everybody out there.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Happy March 1st. It's National March 1st Day. That's a thing. I looked up the national days. There are a lot of March 1st national days. It's a lot. And let's just go with this. Let's go with drinking a martini. So 50-50. Enjoy. Go have fun. Folks, cheers. We're out. Love you.
Love you.
See you next week.